Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Late Night Peel. I'm Trey Redfield.
And I'm Nick Salai, and we are filming an hour after the Nationals just advanced to their first World Series since ever?
This is their first time in
First
franchise
time ever.
history. The first time we've seen a baseball team in D.C. pull off a World Series bid was Walter Johnson and the Washington Senators back in the 1920s. I believe 25 was the exact year when they played in Griffith Stadium. Yeah. So if you hearing the Baby Shark music, you could obviously predict or infer that this team, this wild card team, made it to the World Series. So, Nick, I got to ask you something. Let's play back to March a little bit. Bryce Harper just signed a 13-year, $330 million deal. Insane. Yeah. Insane for what I would say an overrated right fielder. If I told you this team made the World Series without Bryce Harper, what would you have said?
I would have told you to not watch a single MLB game all year and don't even turn to MLB Network or anything.
Really?
Yes. I would tell you Sunday Night Baseball, you better not be watching that. You better be watching some other sport. I don't care if
like
it's
cricket or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, we got that, yeah.
Roommate things, man. But yeah, it's unbelievable.
So Trey, what are the chances, regardless of the Nationals playing either the Yankees or the Astros, do they even have a chance to win the World Series?
Well, honestly, they have some sort of chance. I mean, they may win a couple games, but at the same time, they may end up getting swept. I mean, the last time we've seen something like this where a league champion sweeps a team in 4 games and they get a week-long rest, it doesn't really end well. Hence the 2012 Detroit Tigers. Yes, I know it's the Detroit Tigers. Never really played well in the 2000s, like during their World Series bids. But no, I think they have the potential of going into whoever they play, New York or Houston, and they could give them a run for their money. I mean, they have a really good outfield. I've always admired the way Adam Eaton has played his game. Juan Soto, really good left fielder, and then flip-flopping with Victor Robles and Michael A. Taylor. It's not a bad combo out there in the outfield. And Howie Kendrick, the NLCS MVP, has really been balling out ever since he hit that grand slam against the Dodgers. The rotation is really good. I mean, if Anibal Sanchez can do the same thing he did in Game 1 of the NLCS against the Cardinals, they could give whoever they play a run for their money, especially the Astros. I mean, Washington. One of our buddies down the hall, he told me that they've outscored, a Nats fan especially, they've outscored their opponents 99-55 in the playoffs, and batting against righties, they bat .235. They've hit 5 dingers, 14 doubles, 47 hits. They scored 25 runs against righties, and the reason, wow, mid change, but the reason why I state that about righties is because the Houston Astros do not have a single left-handed pitcher on their pitching staff for the ALCS. So, say the Astros pull out another ALCS victory against the Yankees. This could lean Washington's way a little bit. I mean, we see a little bit of some bit of a rematches, I guess revenge tours, something like that. Because Justin Verlander seeing Max Scherzer and Anibal Sanchez, who were on a Detroit pitching staff.
That's crazy.
About 5 or 6 years ago. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable how everything has changed like that. But
and I think the Nationals have so much to play for a couple of reasons. One, on May 23rd, they were 19-31. So
that's unbelievable.
They were 12 games under 500, and who would have thought that at this point they'd be going to the World Series?
They'd even be a wild card team.
Another thing is Ryan Zimmerman in 2005 was the first ever draft pick for the Washington Nationals as an organization when they moved from Montreal.
And he's still there.
He's still there 14 years later.
Baby.
He is as loyal as it can be, and I think it's time for him to get a ring.
I think the X factor for Washington is really going to be Anthony Rendon. I think he's had a really good season all year. I don't even think he was an all-star. I don't think he was an all-star. And he's really making a case for MVP as the season, as his season keeps extending and as many other teams' seasons are ending. The last time we've seen and non-All-Star win an MVP award was Jimmy Rollins with the Phillies, I believe, back in 2008 or 2009. One of those glory years for the Philadelphia Phillies. But now, let's dig into the other league, the ALCS. It's now 2-1 in favor of Houston after they defeated the Yankees on Monday in New York. So it's 2-1 Houston. What are we thinking now?
I'm really thinking that like
Game 4 is literally when it comes on at 8:00 when the late night pill comes on.
yeah. So you can tune in to us and then watch the rest of the ALCS game.
You could stream it on your phone,
Yeah,
But,
exactly. I think the score. I feel like it's been very much a pitching battle throughout the first 3 games.
Yeah, I can
and
say
I feel
that.
like the pitching rotation, obviously, we're 3 games in, is going to be much weaker, and I feel like the offenses are really going to start to show for the next.
And
few
there's
games.
there's a stat that I saw on my way to a wedding in Nashville this weekend, and the Yankees have thrown like 350 less pitches, again, compared to Houston. And I mean Houston already doesn't have a situational lefty that they can use in the bullpen, and New York already has that. New York has the bullpen. We've stated this plenty of times, but I just, even though New York is down 2-1, I feel like they still have some sort of advantage.
They do have an advantage. I was going to say they have a chance.
I think they have. I think they still have the advantage because of the bullpen.
That's true.
Houston may have a great rotation, yeah, but if you knock out whoever is pitching up there, it doesn't matter if it's Zach Greinke, Justin Verlander, or Garrett Cole. The Yankees have already proven they can kick Zach Greinke to the curb. So if they can get whichever starter's out there, out within like 3 or 4 innings, you're going to win every single time. It's like Moneyball. Yeah. Just keep working the pitcher. If you get to 100 pitches by the 4th or 5th inning, you may have that game in the bag if you get players on base, if you get players to score, if you just get runs.
The Yankees just got to hope that they get Giancarlo back healthy.
Yeah.
He's missed the last 2 games, right?
Yeah.
Game 2 and Game 3 he didn't play. And the Astros have obviously won both games. So, who knows if that's a big factor.
It's got to be. It's Giancarlo Stanton.
I know, but the Yankees still have so much around on the team.
It's true. That's true.
Someone can fill in for him, and it won't affect them too bad.
Right. But so now, let's take into the NFL. So, Nick and I can agree on this. I think it is proven. The San Francisco 49ers. We talked about them a lot. They're a pretty good football team.
They are.
They're now 5-0. They beat the Rams 20-7. And going into the next 5 games, let's checking out their next 5 games. What are we thinking about San Francisco? What are your thoughts on the 49ers?
I had said that I didn't believe in them. And
really?
They were just an NFC team that
they had the 2nd pick in the draft.
I know. They got Joey
to start
Bosa,
off the season,
who has really helped them, but just to think going from the 2nd pick to
being
almost
5-0,
halfway through the season being
undefeated.
One of 2 undefeated teams in the NFL.
The only undefeated team in the NFC too.
Yeah. And looking at their schedule, I think we looked at the schedule.
We looked at that.
They have a lot of divisional games coming up. And the NFC West is surprisingly very good. You got the Seahawks, who look amazing.
They're OP.
The Cardinals, who, but like Kyler Murray looks good.
Kyler Murray's a pretty good quarterback. I'll say that. But
and the Rams.
The Rams are slowly declining.
We will get to the news about the Rams later.
They just lost 3 straight against Dallas.
Yeah.
No, not against Dallas. Pardon me. They've lost 3 straight, joining Dallas in that feat.
And Dallas, I don't even want to talk about.
Yeah, we're not talking about them.
The Rams is just. I think the 49ers. It's going to be between them and the Seahawks the entire season.
I think LA might just be that 6th seed wildcard team that's just...
The Rams' offense looks so bad. Jared Goff threw for, I don't know the exact number, but he had under 100 yards passing.
Cooper Kupp disappointed me in fantasy this week.
Yes, Cooper Kupp. This is the Cooper Kupp weekly update.
But
we're disappointed this week.
But hey, the next 5 games, they're going to curb stomp the Redskins. They're two big important games in the next 5. Let's just say right now they have the Redskins in D.C. They play Carolina and San Francisco. They have Arizona and Phoenix. Then they play the Seahawks, and then they play the Cardinals again. So
I think the Seahawks game is really. I think show.
Yeah.
who the 49ers really are
Oh
as a
yeah.
team.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, we thought that was the same thing with the Browns. We thought it was the same thing with the Rams. But now we finally get to see. Now we can like actually determine.
I think records are really starting to matter at this point
Oh,
of
yeah.
the season.
No
Like
doubt.
so far throughout the season, they're just another undefeated team. I mean, we saw the Rams last year start the season 8 or 9-0. I mean, they made the Super Bowl, but they still put up what?
3 points.
3 points, yeah.
3 points, baby.
So, I mean, the Niners got plenty to prove, but
Right.
so far this season they've really shown that they
Yeah.
are legit. And Jimmy G hasn't had the greatest year so far, but the surrounding cast has really stepped up.
True.
Especially the defense. The defense looks great.
I mean, hey, we're talking about Seattle a lot, but don't sleep on how good of a team the Carolina Panthers can be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Kyle Allen hasn't lost a game
Yep.
since he started. You know, it's unbelievable. He's proving his point on why he should be a starter in Carolina and not Cam Newton. So, leaving off with the 49ers, let's go into Kansas City now.
AFC.
Unbelievable, man. What is up with the Kansas City Chiefs?
I really could not tell.
I couldn't tell you either.
They
but
got Tyreek Hill back and they still couldn't win.
Dude, I'm loving it, though. As a Patriots fan, I'm loving it. They have 2 consecutive losses, both at home. I mean, what else can you ask for? The Patriots have a 2-game lead now for the 1 seed. It's epic. It's a gamer moment. What can I say? You know? I mean, but, yeah, so 2 consecutive losses. They just lost to Houston. They lost to Indianapolis on Sunday Night Football. Losing to Jacoby Brissett. Unbelievable.
I know.
But anyways, hey.
Mahomes just he doesn't look like himself out there.
He's
not putting up the same numbers.
This is the same thing. This is something like Todd Gurley. Something is up with that ankle.
Yeah, I know.
Something is up with that ankle. He can throw the
He
ball.
was grabbing at
he
it
can
many times
He
during
can
the
throw
game.
the ball. He can throw the ball as far as he wants. And Tyreek Hill may catch it here and there. Someone will, but
Him running around in the pocket. And
it's
just,
not the
getting open,
same. It's just not the same.
He just looks uncomfortable out there.
Now, is it just me, or is this what we're going to expect from Kansas City? Are they are they going to bounce back?
When's their bye week? Because
Week 12.
Week
12 is
12?
their bye week.
Oh, that does not help.
No, not really.
So I was gonna say a bye week would have been great to figure out what is wrong with Mahomes at this point, but I mean, it's just hard to tell if he's gonna have.
True.
I mean, at this point, it kind of seems like things are gonna go downhill for them.
That's what it looks like.
Well,
right
at the
now.
same time, their team is so talented, and Patrick Mahomes is the former MVP, so you don't know what you'll expect from him.
Right.
It's just this is a very interesting team.
Who knows?
So far this year.
Who knows? We'll see what happens. But let's talk about a former Chief, Marcus Peters. It's been a day for the LA Rams and maybe for the Ravens. Marcus Peters just got traded to Baltimore for Kenny Young and a 5th-round pick, but they were able to snag about an hour later Jalen Ramsey from the Jacksonville Jaguars for a 2020 and 2021 first-round pick, as well as a 2021 fourth-rounder. So, Nick, let's focus on the Rams first because they've been slowly declining. You're having issues with that, aren't you?
Yeah.
But they're slowly declining. Is this a good thing? Is this a good thing that Marcus Peters is out of the locker room? I mean, don't get me wrong, great cornerback, but he's known to run his mouth a lot. Is this a good thing? Is this a good thing that Jalen Ramsey's coming in?
Yeah. When you just said, is this good for the locker room, I wouldn't go that far.
Because Jalen Ramsey's kind of the same.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, on the field, I think Jalen Ramsey's a better cornerback.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, easily. And him with Aaron Donald, so they'll have Aaron Donald in the front four, and
Clay
in the
Matthews.
secondary, they'll have Jalen Ramsey now leading that. But,
Keep Talib's on IR, but hey, they still have Eric Weddle out there.
Yeah. But with the offense putting up 7 points in a game like they did last week against San Francisco.
Yeah, I mean, that's defense.
Yeah, the defense, maybe the defense will help out, but the offense has to do something out there. And
Right.
they have not been doing anything the last 3 games that they've lost. So, I think it's still all the pressure should be on the offense.
I think so.
The defense definitely got better. I think they definitely improved.
Oh, no doubt.
But the offense really has to step up things in order for them to contend again for a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Now, taking it to Baltimore, if we had to ask ourselves, did they just get better? The answer, I think, is yes.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Baltimore's 4-2, all right? really good football team. This is going to be New England's first test because the Patriots, they haven't really had the strongest of schedules. Great defense, don't get me wrong. I mean, that's a damn good defense.
Yeah.
It's gonna carry on when they play better opponents, but Baltimore, I think, just got better. I mean, Lamar Jackson, great quarterback. They have a good asset in the backfield. Mark Ingram. Not many teams have good tight ends, and so that's something Baltimore has in Mark Andrews. So
They're very well rounded. They have talent in almost every position.
And they have Earl Thomas. They have Earl Thomas playing free safety. They got Marlon Humphrey out there in corner on the other side of the field at cornerback now. If Marcus Peters is just able to settle down a little bit, I just feel like he fits that Ravens mentality.
Yeah.
Like smash mouth football.
Yeah.
They can talk all they want. I think that's something Baltimore's always been able to back up, especially with that. I feel like even though Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs aren't there anymore, they still have that mindset of playing that smash mouth football.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I agree.
So now we're gonna get into some predictions. We Nick and I picked the 4 best games we thought this week. We're gonna start with Nick's team, Thursday Night Football, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos in Mile High. Nick, who are you taking? No, really?
Who's won 2 in a row?
The Broncos.
Who's lost 2 in a row?
Kansas City.
Who's about to lose 3 in a row?
Denver. Or no.
Kansas City. Kansas City.
Why did I just say Denver? What?
The Broncos.
I meant Denver's going to lose.
The Broncos have a top 5 defense in the NFL right now, but nobody's talking about it because of the record. Literally, I'm looking at this right now. The Broncos have given up 17 points a game, which is 7th in the NFL, the defense. Yards per game, they are 4th in the NFL, only giving up 307 yards per game. So, I mean, honestly, the defense, they're 8th in takeaways this year.
Impressive.
It's pretty impressive. I mean, with the being a Broncos fan, it's tough to watch them.
Kansas City's winning. Simple.
Let him talk. He's a Patriots fan. And he has nothing to worry about. I'm the one.
I don't.
I'm the one stressing him.
New England's playing the Jets this week.
The NFL gives them the easy schedule. It doesn't matter.
I hope we win, but you never know. New York always plays us tough in MetLife. It's the first time we get to see Sam Darnold in MetLife. This is the second time Patriots have ever played against him. But
the Jets
that's not one of our games.
But the Broncos, really quickly, the Broncos have a top 5 defense in the NFL right now, and they're going up against an injured, struggling Patrick Mahomes. And if we can get to him, honestly, I can give us a good chance.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll give that to you guys.
Yeah.
But
you never know. Let's 3-4. Let's go for it.
Now, big AFC South matchup. I've been big on the Indianapolis Colts. Houston's been living up to the expectations. Texans, Colts in Indy. Nick, who are you taking?
I think Houston's going to win this one.
Really?
Yeah, I think Deshaun Watson's I think he's just going to keep carrying that momentum. I can't, see anybody slowing him down, really.
Yeah.
He's just got too many threats around him as well. And just the way he's playing, I can't see...
His legs, too.
I can't see how he's supposed to lose, really. They just look really good, in my opinion.
They get New England Sunday Night Football later in the season, you know that?
Really?
In Houston.
That's going to be a good matchup.
That's going to be a great matchup. But now, Baltimore and Seattle. We've talked about Baltimore a lot. I mean, Earl Thomas is finally getting to go back to Seattle, and I think that's the reason why the Ravens win this game. I just think Baltimore's looking really good, and Seattle's looking really good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know.
I feel like Seattle's going to get a game-winning field goal.
Really?
Last second game-winning field. That's what I'm going to call right now.
All right.
Seattle gets a game-winning field goal.
Okay. Now, this game has brought up a lot of controversy. Eagles, Cowboys. We all expected it to be on Sunday Night Football, and guess what? It is, all right? Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, they always love this matchup.
I mean, if they have the chance to put an NFC East matchup on Sunday Night Football, it's
gonna happen because it's always a very contested division. But no, Doug Peterson is very confident in this team, very confident in this game, to say the least. Carson Wentz is as well. They didn't really play well against Minnesota, but I think you're going to turn around a little bit. Philly's a really good football team. The record doesn't really show it, but they have the potential of winning this division and taking it to the AFC Championship. Hey, I did say Patriots-Eagles. I said Patriots-Eagles. Mm-hmm. So, at the start of the season, I think I don't know. I think Philly's going to take this one.
No.
Dak Prescott's not looking good.
Yeah, I'm feeling Philly too. It's hard to pick at this point right now.
Excuse me.
They've looked terrible. I mean, they just lost to the Jets, the winless Jets, and the Jets are terrible.
They are terrible.
I'll be honest. They suck. The Jets suck. And Cowboys, yeah, they kind of made a comeback in the fourth quarter, but like, it didn't matter.
No,
they should have been playing like that the entire game against the Jets. So I gotta go with the Eagles.
All right, good pick. So now we're gonna take a level down, talking about college football. The new AP poll came out, and it is now Alabama, LSU, Clemson, Ohio State, Oklahoma, and Wisconsin. Those are the top 6. So, and with that, there's no Georgia in there. You know why? Because they lost this weekend to South Carolina. They lost to the Gamecocks out of all teams. I mean,
I picked Ohio State over Georgia.
I picked Ohio State over Georgia too. I had a feeling this was going to happen. I mean, Georgia's not.
Put us on game day on Saturday. We know what we're talking about.
Okay.
We know what we're talking
Simmer
about.
down a little bit.
We know
we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But so yeah, with Georgia losing to South Carolina, what are their chances in making the college football playoff? Can they?
This is a bit of a stretch, but
This is a stretch.
I think
they can get it done.
No, that's not what I was gonna say.
Really?
I think this ruined any chances of them making the playoffs.
No,
Yes.
really?
When the committee looks back at their schedule and how they played throughout the entire season, they're gonna look at that loss against South Carolina. They lost to an unranked South Carolina. Doesn't South Carolina have a losing record?
They're now 3-3.
Okay, so they were 2-3 at the time.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, the committee is kind of lenient in that stuff. Ohio State, I don't know if you remember the first year or not, but there was controversy about J.T. Barrett and Cardale Jones when they won a national championship. The first year of the playoff, they lost to Virginia Tech. Okay, they lost to Virginia Tech. Bad loss in Columbus. They still made the playoff. I don't know how, but I feel like I don't know if the committee has learned their lesson yet within that. And I think especially with a crowded field of Wisconsin, Penn State, and Notre Dame in front of them, Notre Dame is not going to last that long.
That's what makes me feel
and Penn State's going to fall when they play Ohio State. Wisconsin's going to fall when they play in the Big Ten title game. LSU is going to fall when they play Alabama.
You don't know that, though.
I don't know that, but I kind of do.
That's what makes me feel like Georgia isn't going to... Because they're already at 10. So they have 9 more teams they have to get ahead of in order to make the playoffs. And I feel like college football, the top 10
they're going to beat Georgia. They're going to beat Florida and Jacksonville.
It's hard. I feel like it's going to be hard for them to make the playoffs because of how talented these teams are this year.
Not everyone's going to say 6-0. I mean, I stated already, and it's Alabama. I think is just better than LSU. I think they have the edge. The game's in Tuscaloosa this year. I don't know. I believe in Alabama. That's going to make LSU fall. Ohio State's is gonna pounce on Wisconsin. That's gonna make Wisconsin fall. Ohio State's gonna beat Penn State as well. That's gonna make them fall. Notre Dame, I think, is gonna slip up here sooner than later. And if Georgia makes it very interesting in the SEC championship game, that could make them jump over Notre Dame. But
I feel like Georgia's biggest threat before the SEC championship game would be Florida.
Yeah,
because I know Florida had a tough loss against now the number 2 ranked LSU, and they put up a good battle in the game. I think Florida is a really good team that Georgia should be worried about going into the rest of the season.
I mean, fun fact: Missouri is actually leading the SEC East right now, but I think that's gonna change sooner than later. But yeah, tough loss for the Orange this week. They lost to NC State. I mean, my takeaways from this game is that Tommy DeVito, I really hope he has learned that he is capable on the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks too many times. That offensive line's not good enough for him to find an open man twice.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone is not open, if Tristan Jackson or Sean Riley is not open, tuck it and go. He's a great running quarterback. He has the speed. I mean, if he used that speed more in the NC State game, we probably would have won that game. I mean, we lost 16-10, but you don't think so?
No.
Oh, come on now.
I think it has gotten to a point where the offense is so bad. The defense will have to shut out a team for us to have a chance to win. Because we cannot put points on the board.
Yeah.
The defense is proving they're good. We have a good defense. Syracuse has a good defense.
Unbelievable, right?
But just with the offense, they're atrocious.
Yeah. So we're running out of time a little bit, so let's get into some predictions. We picked the top 3 best games this week. We're going to start off with the whiteout. Michigan and Penn State. There's no way Michigan wins.
No.
Penn State's easily taking that one. I mean, you
State.
cannot bet against Penn State in a whiteout. Beaver Stadium is going to be electric. Now, quicker. That was very quick.
Yeah.
Baylor and Oklahoma State. Baylor is undefeated right now, and I think they're going to keep that in Stillwater. I really do.
Baylor?
Yeah, I'm taking Baylor. What about you?
Yeah. You know what? I think Baylor's going to win as well. I think they'll win.
All right. Easy, right?
I've not really watched too much Baylor or Oklahoma. I don't watch much Big 12, you know.
But Baylor's a pretty good football team.
They're a good football team.
I mean, they had a little bit of a slip up against Texas Tech last week, double overtime. But I don't know, they're proving themselves. They have the capability, I think.
Yeah.
Now, sticking into our game, Friday night, Pitt comes in to Carrier Dome to face Syracuse, a long-time rivalry. I know Syracuse actually has rivals, but yeah, I'm staying home, man. I'm taking the Orange. No, really?
I love my Orange.
You're picking against them? How?
I want to pick Syracuse,
What
but
is
they're
wrong with you?
so bad. They are so bad.
Nah, they're not that bad. They're gonna finish 7-5.
Okay. Yeah, no, they'll finish 7-5. You're right, Trey. You're right.
Yeah.
All right, go Orange. You know, go Orange.
You're
when
picking
when they lose
Syracuse?
by 30, you know, I'll tell Trey.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, sounds good.
But yeah, that's gonna do it tonight for the late night peel. Make sure you guys tune in Monday for our really, really big NBA
It's time.
preview. It's finally
time.
Nick has been waiting for this for a while. So next week we'll have 2 episodes, and this may be the change where we start doing 2 episodes a week. So
I believe we will have people on for this next episode.
We will.
NBA preview, yes.
We will.
We'll have some guests.
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in again. Sorry it was really long this time around. But yeah, we'll see you on Monday. Catch you on the flip side.
Go Orange. Boo Pitt.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh!